Everybody, what do Niall Horan, Lewis Capaldi, Katy Perry, Sam Smith, and Troye Sivan all have in common? And no, it's not that they've all had the privilege of being on the best talk show in history. It's that they have the good fortune of being signed to the same record label as, drumroll please, FN Meka. That's right, forget the Beastie Boys or whoever this guy is. Capitol Records, a multi-billion-dollar company under the Universal Group, has a new kid on the block. They've taken a risk on a hot new talent. And by that, I don't mean raw talent. I mean artificially generated, superficial, commercialized, appeal to the young kids, brain-rotting kind of talent. For those of you who don't know what to make of this, allow me to provide an introduction to the man of the moment, or robot of the moment. Meka is a robot rapper powered by artificial intelligence, and as his Instagram says, he's not accepted by the world, which is actually really sad. He was apparently created by a virtual record label called Factory New. Now, I couldn't really find any information on this company, which means that they've either dissolved or my research abilities are just terrible. Anywho, the company's co-founder had an interview with Music Business Worldwide in April 2021, and he explained that they'd created an AI that could analyze songs. It then uses this analysis to create the building blocks of new songs, including lyrical content, melody, tempo, and that kind of thing. Fast forward 1 year, and it's 2022, and Meka has been signed by Capitol Records. On August 12, Meka dropped his first single with Gunna, the human rapper, and the professional Fortnite player Clicks, and the song can be found on Spotify and other music streaming services right now. Ingenious lyrics such as Tesla, Gucci, Cybertruck, I wreck that shit, don't give a F. Those are accredited to Meka. Currently, Meka is voiced by a human, but apparently that's something that they're working to replace. Eventually, Meka may indeed have an artificial voice, which would make him somewhat of a fully artificial being. This recent signing, a legitimate contract with Capitol Records, makes me feel as if Meka's advancement will come sooner rather than later. At the moment, it feels that most of his identity has been designed in a marketing boardroom as opposed to artificial intelligence. As you can see, they've adopted quite a lot from new age hip hop. The colored hair with the face tattoos. It seems like they've taken a lot from gaming culture. I mean, he kind of does look like a Fortnite character to some. We interrupt this video with breaking news. Now, I started writing and editing the video that you were just watching about 1 or 2 days ago. But as I've jumped on this morning to continue editing, there have been some updates and some controversy surrounding our robot FN Meka. According to Pitchfork, Capitol Records have severed ties with the AI rapper and have issued a public apology for perpetuating gross stereotypes. Major criticisms have come forward, particularly of clips that went viral of Meka using the N-word and of a clip or an image where it appeared that he was being brutalized by police. Now, I don't know what this means for the Meka project, whether he'll be pulled from all platforms, but if that is the case, then he may just be the first AI artist to ever be cancelled. I do want to make a video in the future where I discuss how AI can be racist or inherently biased, but that's not going to be this video. But as I mentioned earlier, Meka's image is a product of a boardroom of marketers, not AI. So the rest of this video will be what I filmed originally. I don't talk too much specifically about Meka, or at least not in detail. The rest of the video is mainly about the concept of AI artists in general. So I hope you enjoy. Back to the video. Now, despite his song being streamed roughly 1.5 million times on Spotify, the music industry is still one area where Meka's prowess is yet to be established. His social media presence, on the other hand, is undeniable. On TikTok, he has approximately 10.3 million followers, over 1 billion views, and posts some of the coolest shit that I've ever seen. Like jumping out of a Bugatti jet that would make Andrew Tate choke on his sparkling water. But let's reel it in for a second. The digital performer isn't anything new. We've seen it with the Gorillas, and in Japan and Korea, they have quite big fan bases around many of their virtual artists. What's so intriguing about Meka is the concept of having a performer who is completely constructed via artificial intelligence. The lyrics and the sounds are one thing, but to artificially generate a persona and an aesthetic solely based on what a program thinks will be commercially successful is quite eerie. If this does become the case and it is successful, what does this mean for flesh and bone performers in the future? If a company can invest in one AI program and then create multiple virtual artists, all of whom they have a lot more control over, why would they take on the risks inherent in human artists? AI would be cheaper, less risky, and more efficient. The only barrier seems to be that at the moment, the AI just isn't quite perfect, and of course there may be some resistance for audiences when adopting these kinds of virtual artists. But with 10 million followers on TikTok and counting, I feel that these artists are already quite popular. And if the personalities become likable and the music is actually good, I wonder if we'll really care what they are. A senior member of Capitol Records said this: Meka meets at the intersection of music, technology, and gaming culture. Now that combination of industries has a very powerful influence on how we run as a society. I'd love to hear everyone's thoughts on FN Meka and the possibility of AI performers in the future. Okay, that's it. I gotta go. I'll see you guys next time.